All right, we are recording. What's up, guys? This is Coach Chris.
Coach Eric over here icing his foot.
And we are back for another live training here with an expert training, an online fitness coaches personal mentorship program here in August 2019. So today we're excited because we're going to be talking about the power behind YouTube ads and why you guys should be getting on the YouTube bandwagon right now because it's hot and it's very inexpensive and there's a lot of promise behind it. So I want to introduce our guest and someone that we have a ton of respect for. His name is Adam Felske, and he's been doing some Facebook ads for us as well as YouTube ads, and we've been seeing some really good results off of it. So like I told you guys, in this program, we're going to be the ones doing the cutting edge experimentation stuff, putting the where our money is where our mouth is, and doing this stuff. And if we get results, we're going to actually pass this on to you. That's why we're doing this live training, because we're seeing some good results off it, and it's cutting edge stuff, and we want you guys to get ahead of the curve with this. So yeah, what I'm going to do really quick is share my screen to show you guys kind of what we're going to be talking about today, and then I'm going to give it to Adam pretty much. So we'll do a little introduction. Then we'll go into asking Adam a few questions about YouTube ads, and then we'll have Adam do basically an over-the-shoulder live training, and then whoever's on will do Q&A. And again, if you're not on this, you guys could always go into the Facebook group and ask Adam questions that way by just tagging him, okay? So Adam, how you doing?
Good. Not too bad. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to talking about YouTube ads and how it's been successful for you guys, the key points, KPIs for analytics and what to look for, how to set up a YouTube channel. We're going to go from the basics to the more advanced and just kind of go all the way in between. And then hopefully, it makes as much sense as possible for the people that do watch this, that are watching this. And then if there's any more questions down the road, I would love to answer them and just help people to better understand the power of YouTube and how easy it can be to set up. Or, if you want someone to help you out, we can get on that as well. Right. But no, thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to giving some value.
You bet.
You're welcome. And you're a whiz, Adam. You're the man.
Thank you. You're too kind, man. You're too kind.
Adam, let's just start from just the ground up. Why, if somebody is a fitness professional, whether they're a personal trainer, whether they're, an online fitness coach, or they're looking to do the hybrid model of both in person and online, why should they start a YouTube channel?
Well, to be honest with you, there's a couple of reasons why, but the biggest one, and I can use you guys as an example. YouTube is awesome for brand awareness. YouTube is awesome because, well, one, it's a video platform, and I'm assuming you guys know, and all your students know and potential students know, video is huge, right? Video is the future. It's not just photos anymore, right? It's not like just clicking links and just sending emails out. Video is massive for getting people to understand, who you are on like a know, like, and trust level, to be like, oh, I can see this person. I can see how their emotions are. I can actually kind of get a feel for who they are and who I could maybe be doing business with, like in the case of a gym. It's like, well, if you're going to work one-on-one with someone, it's probably better if you see them before you do a deal with them. Just better just being on the call or doing a few DMs is like, oh, hey, I can relate to this person, right? So video is huge for all those reasons. YouTube itself is massive because it's a very easy platform to use. When you get the inner workings figured out, YouTube's really not that bad, and it can be a very, very, very cheap way to increase your brand awareness. And for those who don't know what brand awareness is, in a nutshell, it's literally the awareness of who you are as a company or who you are as a gym owner or a fitness trainer, anything that you are. It's getting your name out there, getting people to know who you are to eventually ideally convert to be like, okay, I like you. I'm gonna invest my income to improving myself as well as to helping you out, right? And YouTube is just a great way and also a very known way to actually get yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then now, since I'm going to just do a follow-up question with just like why YouTube ads, because, from us at a standpoint, we've basically tried every single platform social media wise, right?
Sure.
I'm always going to teach my students to never sit there and put all their eggs in one basket when it comes to social media, right?
Absolutely.
You like doing where the trend's at, what's actually working, and then doubling down on that. So we've done Instagram for a long time. That's worked really well. But I think sometimes some of these social media platforms kind of die out a little bit and attention goes somewhere else, which
Sure.
I'm seeing a little bit with Instagram right now. So that's kind of where the rise of the YouTube ads is. So why YouTube ads, for somebody that's looking to be a fitness professional?
Absolutely. Well, one thing I can really say that everyone needs to realize is that who owns YouTube? Google, right? So Google is the world's #1 search engine. Who's the #2 search engine in the world? YouTube. They're both linked, right? So the thing is if someone is searching, let's use the example of a fitness trainer. If someone's searching fitness trainer in LA, fitness trainer in North Carolina, or anywhere in the States or in the world, what they're going to actually come up with when they Google that is YouTube videos, right? You can have YouTube videos at the top. They could have just links to websites. You can go, how do I gain clients as a fitness professional, and you're going to see YouTube videos, right? That's the biggest thing, is that YouTube is a searchable platform. It's great for a fitness trainer, great for a fitness coach, great for anyone looking to grow their business in that method. And I think, I don't know, the biggest thing, to be honest with you, is the fact that it is super search engine friendly, or in my world, SEO friendly, right? Very easy to set up. So it's very very in the face of potential customers, so they can just search you out and be like, okay, I need a trainer. I'm in the city. I'm gonna type this in. Oh, hey, sweet. This person's in my neighborhood. This person's in my city. I'm going to reach out to them. I'm going to watch their videos, just at their fingertips. They didn't have to do anything. They didn't have to waste a lot of time searching. You're right there. And that's why YouTube is one of the, it's a super powerful reason. You mentioned Instagram and Facebook. You can't search those things, right? You just eventually get to your feeds, or follow those people, or find them from the YouTube channel, right? But YouTube is just instantly searchable, because what people use YouTube for and Google for, or what? To learn how to do things, to search for something they're actually engaged in, right? It's a no-brainer, to be honest with you. That would be the power, in my opinion, of YouTube.
Well said.
Yeah, and then just maybe just one more question about the YouTube ads. Just like explain just how cheap it really is to run YouTube ads. Because I know when everybody thinks about ads right away, they're thinking about breaking, their bank, emptying the piggy bank, all that type of stuff. So tell them how cheap it is.
Yeah. So there's a few things to consider when you're doing YouTube. We are really talking about brand awareness, which I'm gonna tell everyone on this call and everyone who watches this recorded video. Brand awareness is king, and that's, if you're ever going to get into YouTube, start with brand awareness. Uploading videos, once a week, and brand awareness, because those are very, very cheap, and I'm going to get into the metrics in a second here. And the other one is when you actually want to try to convert people, get people to actually buy your packages. That's a bit more expensive. But going back to brand awareness, which is the real thing we're focusing on, you're down to a penny or less of view. A penny or less. That's insane. So, I mean, let's use the example of you guys. What was it? 2,200 views for $38. I mean, that's cheap as chips, for a lack of a better term, right? It's very, very cheap to do YouTube advertising. And I can definitely show you guys how to choose the best keywords, how to set up SEO, how to do all that kind of stuff to get the cheapest results possible, because it can be expensive unless you learn the tips and tricks to actually get the best bang for your buck, so to speak. The lowest cost per view, or CPV is the acronym. So yeah, a cent a view, guys. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll talk more about those results, but just to kind of like, end on that note, like we spent literally $38 across 3 or 4 weeks and got 2,200 new eyeballs on us, right?
Yep.
And I'm not looking to convert 2,200 people, but what if I convert 2 to 5 people, for $40? Brand new.
Exactly.
And that's the mindset I want you to have when you guys are watching this video, and why, considering YouTube ads as a very, very good investment for, brand awareness and, lead generation. So Adam, I'm going to let you take the floor and do your thing. So yeah.
Absolutely. Sounds good. So if you could release your screen, guys, I should be able to share my screen after that.
All right. How do we release the screen?
You should see an option on there. It's just a little drag down on the top of your Zoom window.
Okay.
Actually, here, let me hold up. You guys don't do anything. Let me see if this works. Tell me if you can see a screen. And what screen? You see? Yeah, you're seeing the right screen. Okay, I can see it on my side here. Okay.
Cool.
So can you guys see your YouTube channel right now?
We can.
Perfect. Okay, so this is Chris and Eric Martinez's YouTube channel. I'm starting with this to kind of show you what a polished channel looks like. I'm going to explain a few things here. This can seem super overwhelming for someone who doesn't know what they're looking at. Don't worry, it's fine. We'll go through, most everything here. There's still going to be questions at the end. If there are questions, just, you can reach out to Chris and Eric. I'm going to include my email here in the chat, as well as a little link someone can click on if they need to schedule some time with me to better understand this stuff, because I love giving value to everyone, and I know there's a large learning curve with a lot of stuff, but nothing's really that daunting if you can spend a good amount of time in it. But let's get started here, guys and girls. First thing you're going to notice, obviously, this is YouTube. You may or may not have seen this screen before. This is what's called your YouTube channel. This is kind of like the dashboard of YouTube for people, okay? Now, the way you're going to get to this screen, if you don't know what you're looking at here, is literally you would log into YouTube, okay? Let's walk through this right now. Let's see if we can do this live. It may default. Okay, no, this is perfect. Okay, so this is a general screen for YouTube, right? Now, what we're going to do to say get into your channel is you're going to click on your icon here. This will be in top right hand. This is going to be, your logo or your name or a letter. Just depends how far you are with your account set up. But you're going to click here and you're going to see this stuff here, all these options. Don't worry about any of this stuff. The biggest thing you want to focus on right now is this wonderful button here called Your Channel. If you click on it and it prompts you to create a channel, really super easy. Click a few options. In fact, I've already preset this guy up right here. And there's this link right here. As opposed to me going through it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this link. And let me see if I can throw this in the chat. Yeah, right here. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the chat. So that should be recorded, guys. Should be good there. Chris and Eric, you can still hear me, right? Just want to make sure everything is going through. Okay, cool. I see you guys. Okay, cool. So great little instructional right here, how to create a personal channel. It's pretty basic. Like I said, if you go here, you're going to see your channel. You're going to click this and say create a channel. You have to link your Gmail account, okay? So everyone on this call, just make sure you have a Gmail account already. You have to do that because obviously Google, as I'd mentioned before, Google owns YouTube, right? That's how they're linked. So if you have a Gmail account, really super easy to set this stuff up. Okay, so we're going to go on from here. Let's go to your channel. Okay, envision this is your channel. This is brand new. You wouldn't have a banner here. And in fact, I'll show you what an unpolished channel is. It looks like. What you see right now, like I said before, is Chris and Eric's. Their polished channel. But let me show you an unpolished channel. Okay, so I'm going to switch accounts here. I'm going to go here. I'll let this load onto. Oh, sorry guys. Let me go to my channel here. Okay, so this is just a little temp channel. I briefly created this just to show you what a bare bones channel looks like that has not been polished like Chris and Eric's. Okay, so it looks quite different. You'll notice there's no videos here on the bottom, none of that stuff. Okay, so it can look a little weird. But the biggest thing I want to tell you about how to get a channel started, there's a few key things that you have to first set up. Obviously you all know your fitness coaches and fitness trainers, so you already know your niche, right? So you don't have to worry about that stuff. But what you want to do here first is this little image I have here, this little, whatever you want to call it, couple swirls, you want to change that, right? Initially there'll be nothing here, but what you want to do is click on that little camera. Sorry, let me show you that again. Right in the top, right there is a camera. You want to click on that guy, and you can actually upload a photo from your computer. And please note here, there's a size restriction. You can read it here, 2560 by 1440. Keeps that size limit. You can upload that picture, and then you click select here. It'll show up here. And I really want to stress the importance of making this banner very specific to your brand, specific to who you are. Think of this, and this is super important, guys and girls. You have to make sure everything you have on your YouTube channel is brand specific. Don't do off-brand stuff, especially initially, because when you're doing this up, you're creating your SEO, your search engine optimization. You're going to be titling your videos all very consistent with your brand. That way, over time, as you grow a large subscription base, YouTube starts to favor you. They start to favor your playlist, your videos, your channel, because it makes sense. It's not confusing. It's very consistent. I mean, it's just like Sales 101, guys. It's like you want to have a consistent, concurrent message that is never changing as you're talking to someone. It's the same on your YouTube channel. You make it consistent, congruent, all the way across. Google will like it. Google will let people search for you. You'll pop up higher in the rankings, and this is literally what you want, right? So just make sure everything you do is on brand, including this banner image, okay? You know, you might go through a few iterations, but really focus on keeping it on brand. I really do recommend that. And the next thing, which is kind of cool, I'm gonna actually switch back to Chris and Eric's channel because you probably have a pretty good feel for this now. But this little link, this thing that says Google search there, that's actually something that you as a user can put on your own channel. Now, I want to explain why that's cool, because let's go back to Chris and Eric. Check this out. These guys have a link to their free book. They have a link to their free app, and they have a link to their brand new website, right? These are really cool things, because if you, as you know, a potential customer, go to your, you know, Chris and Eric's website, they go, or not website, but YouTube channel, they go, oh, hey, okay, I see what these guys are about. You know, they have some social proof, Forbes, you know, over 1,000 client success stories. Okay, cool. I kind of like these guys, you know. And then you go over, it's like, hey, they have a free book. Well, I'm going to click on that. Well, you can set these links up really easily. Like for example, if I go back to this one here, you can actually go right in here, and you can set this up. I guess I'll go right in here and actually show this whole setup up, guys. So just give me a second here. I might have to. Oh yeah, here we go. Sorry, we're having a technical difficulty here at this point in time. Let me just reload this. There should be a button there. Oh, I got it. Okay, so right here, guys. Sorry about that. Customize channel. You want to click on that. That allows you to go in and actually edit your channel. Thing that I was talking about with links is if you go and you click on this pencil here, you go edit links, top right. And this is really specific to people who already have ebooks or websites or whatever. This is how you can kind of link your social media channels together. I had the example on my little teaser there as a Google search. That's literally just my example. So right here on the bottom, don't worry about any of this other stuff. Just focus down here. Let's say, check out my free ebook or whatever, what have you. And then you can go here, just copy and paste your link. Okay, and I wanna say what's important on this one. Make sure you have that HTTP. Without it, it doesn't work. It just sends you to some YouTube site which doesn't function properly. So just make sure you have that. That's a little handy tip there. But that's how you can put links on. If you guys want to put, you know, ebooks or websites or apps like Chris and Eric have, anything like that. Okay, and I really recommend utilizing that, because that can be a little handy thing for people to check out the stuff that you've already created for your brand. Okay. The next thing here that I want to say, you know, if you want to upload videos, right here, this little camera guy right there, you're going to click on that, and you can actually link right there, upload a video. Real simple. If you're on your cell phone, obviously this is on a computer, so I'm not covering mobile uploads, but on the phone, it's a similar thing. If you open your YouTube app, you're going to see the exact same icon, and you can actually just upload here, or if you're on that video, you can share it onto YouTube. Okay, pretty simple there. If you want more details on how to upload videos, you can reach out to Chris and Eric, or, you know, just email me at the end here. I'll include my email, and we can talk about that in more detail. Okay. The other thing here, real important, this little about window. This is what I was talking about before with having consistent messages and congruency on your channel. Okay, right here, description, channel description. You want to have everything that's specific to your brand. Let's go to Chris and Eric. Okay, let's go to their About Us page. Okay, see, again, we have worked with thousands of people via online and in person to help them look better, feel better, perform better, and live a dynamic lifestyle. This is all practiced through, you know, you can keep reading it, but the point of the matter is, this is consistent to Chris and Eric. This is consistent to what they believe, and this is consistent to their brand message, right? So eventually, over time, Google is going to be like, oh, I know what Chris and Eric are about. I know what their company is. I know what they're trying to, what value they're giving to the world and to their potential customers and current customers, right? So they're going to be preferred on Google when people are searching for things like exercise and nutrition, mindset, personal development. All these are keywords. These aren't just random words. These are actually trackable words. Okay, so you want to make sure every description, everything you enter is consistent with your brand image. Chris and Eric, I just want to say right now, do you think there's any questions at this point, or things that you need clarity on, or is this pretty good so far?
No, I think this is great. It's really good basic stuff for them to understand about, you know, getting to the point where it's a polished YouTube channel.
Sure.
Yeah, just continue on whatever you think they need on here, and then maybe even just like hop into like some of the basic stuff of the YouTube ads if you want to.
Yep. No, we'll do. Okay, cool. So at this point in time, You've put your banner up there. You have links if you have any. You've created your about page. You're pretty much good to go. Honestly, it's time to have some videos, right? So let's say you've clicked on this video button, and then what you're going to see is right here. Like, for example, these are Chris and Eric's videos on their channel. This is stuff that they've uploaded, their podcast, some of the campaigns that we're running right now. This would be exactly what you would see, okay? And the next thing that you can do is you can actually put them into playlists, all right? So you can have a dynamic, in their case, they have a dynamic lifestyle podcast, right? So playlists are super easy to make. If we actually go back to the channel that I'm editing right now, you'll actually see this thing here where you can go new playlist, okay? So new playlist, we'll go tests, 2, because I already have a test. And then in here, we can actually start to add videos in this one here. So you can go add videos. And then right here, you're going to start pasting in YouTube URLs if it's not your content, or if it is your content, you can go your YouTube videos, and you could just select videos you already have, okay? Really, really easy. And the reason I'm showing you this is that it'll be a little bit easier for you to edit your stuff down the road, okay? But we'll leave it at that. Super easy to make playlists. Again, if there's questions, go ahead and ask them. It's fine, or I can address them later. All right. So let's go to ads. We'll go to ads. How to set them up, real basic, because it can get a little convoluted here. But right before we do the ads, the first step is actually uploading a video, which we've covered. The second step is setting up an SEO-friendly description for that video, right? Something that is searchable on YouTube, searchable on Google, and will help you rank higher over time, okay? So let me switch back to your guys' accounts. Should be good here. Now, right here is an important one for anyone who's doing any kind of looking at how your channel is doing, looking at how your videos are doing, or doing any kind of advertising on YouTube, okay? So this is the one, this is like your little studio for editing videos, as well as adding descriptions and stuff like that, okay? So this is called YouTube Studio. You wanna click on that. It's gonna go into this, well, bear with me. Okay, so it's going to go into your dashboard. This is your analytics, okay? I'll get into some specific video stuff, but I'm going to say a couple things here. Channel analytics, pretty cool thing to look at, okay? This is your current subscriber list for anyone who, has been doing this for a while. You should have some numbers here. The ebb and flow of your subscribers, watch time. This stuff isn't as important down here. Don't worry about revenue. There's kind of a convoluted thing behind how this is generated. I can explain this to you again in the future, but if you've ever seen someone with 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, they can actually make a decent amount of revenue organically. Pretty cool stuff, but we're not going to get into that on this call. Let's go over here to what I do want to talk about, which is editing your videos, okay? So let's say you've uploaded a video, and what happens is it's going to show up right here. In the case, if you just uploaded a video, it would be this #1 hit. Okay, but we didn't upload a video. Let's say you did, and let's say this was the video. Okay, this is the video that we're actually advertising right now. Make sure that if you are advertising a video, you set it to public, okay? A video is not searchable until it's public, okay? I mean, you can technically search for an unlisted video, but you want it public. That way it's just more, how do I say, the algorithm will like it better, okay? So this is already public, nothing new there. Again, we're gonna go into a video like you uploaded it, click in here. Now this is the video editing screen, okay? You wanna have this done before you make any ads, okay? This is like 101 for YouTube. Have your description done, have your tags done, have your title done, have anything in the video done before you advertise it, because the thing is, once it's set, Google's gonna start to rank it. You're already spending money on this stuff, right? There's no point in spending money on something you're going to change, right? So have this stuff done before you advertise, because if you make a change, like let's say halfway through a campaign, because you're like, oh crap, I have the wrong words. Well, you might as well just restart that ad, because your metrics are going to be wrong, right? So it's super important to have your SEO stuff done ahead of time, okay? So let's go one by one here. We're going to leave it on basic, just because again, I don't know the level of where everyone's at, but let's start right here. Title. Okay, so in the case of this video series for Chris and Eric, they're doing KLT, which is know, like, and trust. What I've actually done is I've scoured YouTube and done likewise searches to see who's trending on YouTube, what videos have 100, 200, 300,000 views, a million views, and what their keywords were, okay? Super important that everyone realizes this. I seriously can't stress this enough. You literally just go on YouTube. Let's do it right now because I want everyone to get some good value here. Okay, let's go this right now. How to get more customers, okay? Let's say, again, this is KLT, know, like, trust. What are you trying to do? You're trying to get more customers, right? So we're going to hit enter there. You got all the number one pop-ups. Okay, guys, you got need more customers, how to get more customers, how to get more clients, sales techniques, how to convince a customer to buy from you, right? Now look at these things. Look at the views, 250K views, 309K views, 600K views. Super important things, because what you can take from these videos, and quote unquote, you're standing on the shoulders of giants, you're not really stealing, you're borrowing really good ideas, because when you click on these videos, what you want to see here, don't worry about the video, what you want to see here is what is in this video. What are they hashtagging? What literal words are they using, okay? When we go show more on Dan Locke, what is he saying? What are the words that are kind of quote unquote SEO friendly? These are things that you need to look at, because you can literally copy what people are already searching for, right? You want to make videos that would already natively show up when someone's searching how to get more customers, or how to get customers to like you, right? That's how you can actually rank. So that's why I said how to get more customers and how to get them to know you, right? This one right here, how to get more customers, how to get customers, any of those words, they will naturally, eventually, as that video gets to be more popular, they're going to rank here, okay? This is all, you don't pay for this. This is literally all done organically. I mean, you've paid for it initially, but over time, when Google starts to like these videos, they naturally go to the top. Why? Because they're search friendly, right? It just makes sense. Everyone likes things that are easy, so does Google, right? You make it easy for Google and YouTube, well, you can rank higher, right? So this is kind of some research that I really recommend everyone does. You know, it does take time. I'm not going to lie to you. It definitely takes time. But you do this, you're going to save yourself a lot of time. And even if you're not advertising, if you're trying to make a channel, you're uploading a video a week, keep doing this, guys. Keep doing this. Make sure the message is consistent. Make sure your wording's consistent. Make sure people actually search for these things. Like the word how to, massive on YouTube, massive. I'm sure everyone in this room, not room, but everyone on this call has literally used the words how to, right? Look at them. Those are incredibly prolific things that people have searched for. So it's always good, if you're ever trying to figure out what to name your videos, do this. Do exactly what I'm doing first, because you can figure out what people are searching for, like the number one, number two things, right? And then you can incorporate anything in their videos, like this one again, into your own videos, right? If it's consistent with that video type. Don't just say these things, right? They have to be consistent with your message, right? So getting back to the actual setting up your video, again, the title, I had mentioned where I got my ideas for this. You know, it's consistent with the message of the video. I'm not lying. This is literally what the video is about, but I'm using words that are consistent with, you know, what other people are searching for on YouTube. Okay, so the next thing is, actually, I'm going to pause here. Chris and Eric, am I going too quick? Is this okay?
No, you're doing great, Adam. This is a lot of value, man. So keep doing your thing.
Okay, perfect. I'll keep on trucking on. Thanks, guys. Okay, so getting the description, don't focus on my copy. You know, this is copy specific to what Chris and Eric are doing right now, right? But what you're going to see here, and what I want you to really focus on, is the words customers. Get more customers. How to get them to know you, eventually like you and trust you, because this is a video series, and I've actually linked these videos together, right? So again, this is SEO friendly. They're going, okay, Google's going, yeah, okay, these videos are all together. They're advertising this to convey this message. People are searching for what? Become your customers, right? I can't really say much more on this, except for you want to continue to have these same words come up. Again, I use the word customer, right? Customer. All these things, right? There's an underlying message here. Obviously, you know, I'm actually talking to people about what this video is about, but I'm also using keywords, and it's very important that you always use these keywords. Okay, you can tell a story in the description, as you should, or else why would you watch a video? But make sure you have the keywords in here. Okay. The next thing that I want to talk about, let's keep going down. Thumbnails, obviously when you upload a video, you want to have something that's catchy, something that when someone is browsing YouTube, they can see a video, like as you saw here, right? Every one of these videos has a little thumbnail. These are literally images that are purposely put here that have been designed by someone to catch your eye when you're doing what we're doing, right? Like, I don't know about what anyone on this call, but I always look at the pictures and then I look at the text, right? I mean, that's a pretty normal human thing to do. So you want to have something that people are going to also have an interest in. Again, get more customers. Notice SEO friendly again, right? KLT video series, what the video series is about, and something to actually look at and go, okay, there's two people, they look informative, they look happy. There's something about, get more customers, which I search for. Great, I'm going to click on this video and I'm going to watch it, right? Okay, so that's also important to know that the thumbnail, you want to always choose that. This guy right here is changeable. If I didn't have this, you would see an upload video. Oh, here, perfect. So if I clicked off it, you go back, you see this options guy, click on that, you can change it, okay? Click on this, it's gonna go and allow you to choose a file on your computer, okay? Really super easy. The next thing here is tags. The recommended amount of tags is 4 or 5. We have a bit more because I'm seeing brand consistent with Chris and Eric. They've had their YouTube channel for a while. I'm trying not to change anything. You don't want to be doing that stuff. But what you want to focus on, again, keywords. How to get more customers, how to get more clients, and in my case, cold calling. I'll go into details on that one in a second. But these keywords need to be consistent with what? Stuff in your description, words in your description, words in your title, right? Boom, boom, boom. You want to make sure for SEO friendliness, you have very similar words through your title, description, and your tags, okay? And the next thing you want to do, and this is advanced stuff, guys, in your video, I know this is going to sound crazy, but in your video, the words you say are also analyzed by Google and YouTube, okay? So if you have a video about knowing and liking customers or getting more customers or any campaign, doesn't matter. In the case of Chris and Eric, it's KLT. Those guys say know, like, and trust. They talk about customers. They talk about clients their entire video. Well, YouTube actually knows that they're saying that. And YouTube actually lines that up with exactly what I've written in the description and what I've written in the title, right? So everything ranks. You don't have to be perfect, guys. You don't have to stress about this, but you need to be consistent with your message, consistent with your description and your title, okay? Super important stuff. I hope all that made sense. Again, you can ask questions later on. There's no problem. Or you can get me on the phone later on. That's cool too. The next thing here, there's a few more advanced stuff. Guys, if you want, I can go into the more advanced stuff, cards and end screen stuff, or should I skip that? What do you feel?
Yeah, I think we can just kind of skip that, the more advanced stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No problem at all. I'll just say as kind of a juicy piece, what this is end screen. That's when you have little pop-ups that go, click here for the next video. Click here to subscribe now. Or you can actually insert polls in a video to actually ask questions to the viewer, right? A bit more advanced stuff, but again, this is stuff that I do understand how to do, and I can answer that later on. Okay. So going back to where we're at now, we've uploaded a video. You've set the title, description, your tags, your thumbnail, your SEO friendly. Now it's time to do the fun thing, which is advertise, all right? So this is the next bit, which, it takes a bit of time to get used to, but I'll kind of go from the very beginning, okay? So Google AdWords, I know it's confusing because you're not doing this from YouTube, right? You're actually using Google. Again, Google bought YouTube, right? So naturally, you're gonna advertise on Google's platform. It's called Google AdWords, and if you Google it, you'll come up with this guy, ads.google.com. Let's click on this. It's gonna go here. I'm going to sign in, which is already automatically set up. But if you're going to set up your own Google AdWords account, very easy. You click Start Now. Much like with YouTube, it's just going to link to your Gmail account. Again, super important you have a Gmail account. That's literally that's how you do everything, right? Gmail account. You have a Gmail account, you can start now, okay? Once you finish this process, we're going to go sign in. And this would be just like you. It's going to load up. And then you're going to see this, okay? Now, okay, well, you're not going to see this if you haven't started anything. This is an active Google AdWords account. This is, Chris and Eric, we've been working for a while, as they already talked about, but this is something that you would see over time, right? I'm not going to go through all the metrics here because, quite frankly, for someone who hasn't seen this, it may be a little overwhelming, but let's go to something that really matters, okay? Let's go to a campaign that's running right now. Let's shorten up the days a little bit here. That way it's a little bit more poignant. Okay, so what you have here is some really, really cool stuff, right? This is a new campaign we launched. So obviously this thing we talked about before, that CPV, it's on the way down, that little yellow line, because I've been working with doing different keywords and stuff like that. I'll talk about that. But this is how you can see how the impressions you're getting, how many views you're getting. This is a very new campaign. So this is kind of in its infancy. I'll show you a more advanced one next. But you can see some really cool metrics like how long people are watching your videos for. Literally speaking, right here, you have your people just start watching it, and then you have this massive drop off after 5 seconds. Don't worry about that. That's like human neuroscience stuff 101. This is literally when people stop watching videos. This is the attention span of a human being, 5 seconds. So the idea is that you want to get your best part of your message out in 5 seconds, or something to really captivate your audience, right? This is something you get to over time, but this is normal. There's nothing new here. You get a giant drop off, and then you get people who are like genuinely interested in your video. This is not a bad thing. This 3% is not a bad thing, because what happens is that over time, when you get more views, let's say 10,000, a million, 2 million views, well, that number all slides up. Those total views slide up, and that's when you can actually start getting real brand awareness and getting conversions and stuff like that. Okay, you have I'm not going to talk about keywords. But the other cool thing for anyone is that the devices here, this is who's actually looking at your ad, right? So you have computers, you have mobile device usage, you have tablets, your TV screens. Typically speaking, it's usually mobile more, but in this case, for this video, it's more computers, right? So that's kind of cool. Demographics, obviously, where your videos are being watched. You can see the color codes saying which states are currently watching this the most. So it's kind of cool because you can do advanced targeting later on, right? Demographics here, your age group, right? In the case of this video, darker blue means there's more dudes watching this video than girls. Probably no surprise there. But actually, I'll show you another demographic here, because it actually might change. But their videos, I suppose, are going to be more targeted towards guys in the initial bit. We'll see how it changes over time, because maybe they'll get some more ladies in here too, right? This is critical information that helps you target and actually be more cost effective later on. Networks, let's not worry about that. And then days and hours. This is when your video is viewed the most. Here's your days a week, Saturday to Sunday, and then your time in military time. Pretty cool, because again, you can see when your potential clients are most active. You know, really, really cool stuff. Now let's look at something with a bit more data. Let's go this last campaign that we ran. I just need to change the let's go all time here, and let's tighten this up a little bit. Actually, let's go last month. Sorry, we'll do this month. Okay, perfect. So this was a mature campaign that we had run. It's now ended, but had a lot of good data, And as you can see, your CPV is much lower. We bounce between 1, 2 at the most, here 3. Really, really good. This is where you want to be. Obviously, 1 cent per view is your ideal, but there's ebbs and flows in how often people watch this stuff or how they view it. But this was a super good campaign to actually show off. Like I had mentioned, you see more ladies. They started watching this here. So you get a good idea of your age group, male, female, and then the days and the hours. This is mature data. There was 6,800 impressions, 2,400 views on this stuff. So it really gives you an idea of your potential clients, right? Because this was targeted to online personal trainer. You see that? That's a keyword I defined for this ad, online personal trainer. So these are people that actually were searching for online personal trainer, and they watched a video. This is very, very cool, right? This is stuff that you can use later on if you're making Facebook ads. You can use this information. It's the same. The gender and the age group doesn't change between platforms unless you're talking about Snapchat, right? We're not talking about Snapchat. We're talking about an older crowd of people, Facebook, Instagram, and all that, right? This is man, priceless data, right? This is great stuff. And here you can see how the watch percentage, remember how I told you that line would shift up? Well, you see now it did. We had 3% on a video that's new, 19% on this video, right? So it's all a numbers game. It's all time. I really want to stress that YouTube is a marathon. It's not a sprint, guys and girls. You need to be in this for the long haul. You're not going to get gains overnight. You're not going to get gains in 2-3 months. You're going to get gains over a year, over 2 years, right? So just keep that in mind. But if you're spending a cent a view, well, that's pretty sustainable for anyone's budget, right? Especially if you're owning a business. So keep that in mind. Now, let's get to the specifics of how you actually set up an ad. I've talked about the metrics. I'm going to, yeah, okay. I'll actually start something here. So let's go to all campaigns. And guys, this could take a while. So if we have to stop at one point in time, let's just go ahead and we can stop it. We can continue it in the future if anyone's got a more specific thing, because this is a pretty in-depth process. Do you want me to actually show it step by step of creating it, or do you want me to walk through the different things here, like for example, demographics, what you can actually see, how you can set it up, or what would you like on this call?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking now, I mean, this is such good stuff, Adam, and it's so
Yeah.
valuable. I just don't want them to get super overwhelmed
For
by
sure.
like everything, but I think we can definitely do like another maybe step-by-step video and, kind of make that really intentional of like, this is step 1, step 2, and just kind of show them how to get it all started. But for right now, if you want to kind of just finish up on what you're doing with this, I think that's great, because this is super good stuff.
Okay, cool. That makes a lot of sense. I love it. I mean, I'll have a little value bomb here at the end of this call. But what we'll do then is let me just actually go to that mature campaign again here. And I want to talk about some specific stuff. So we already saw the overview. I've talked about the metrics, cost per view, views, impressions, the devices people are using. You'll notice here's something very cool. Mobile users were more often using their device to watch videos than computers, like on the other one. This is indicative of a more mature ad, okay? So I want to say that one. The next thing that I want to talk about is, let's go on this one here. Let's go on the videos. This is the video we were running. Some important things here. How many people actually click through to that video? As I had mentioned before, I actually linked multiple videos together in this campaign. So of those 2,400 people that watched it, 24 people click to the next video. That doesn't mean that not more people watch the second video in the series. They just literally click the link. They were more engaged, which is kind of cool, because you can target those people over time. Let's say this video had 100,000 views. You can literally do the math and extrapolate to how many people would click through to the other videos, right? So super cool stuff. You can kind of see how this would form over time. Your view rate, 36% of the people that would serve this video actually viewed it. That's actually a good number. And then average cost per view, 2 cents. Obviously, 1 cent is our goal. That is something that you can get to over time by doing what? Getting good keywords. Okay, getting good keywords is super important, as that is what people actually search for. So in this case, I showed you before how to search for keywords. You know what people are searching for. And that's how I actually came up with this online personal trainer. The video was targeting online personal trainers and actual fitness coaches, but I needed to actually utilize the proper words. And guys, I'm gonna say a little bit more on this keyword thing, and I'm gonna cut it off, because this is a bit of a rabbit hole. But when I'm talking about keywords, there's something called a keyword planner. Okay. And this is an awesome, very, very powerful tool for figuring out what people are actually searching for. This is free. This is something that Google has set up for YouTube. But like I said, online fitness trainer, okay? Get results. This is actually showing, it's online personal trainer, but this is actually showing how many people per month search for that word, literally this word. Right? So this is great. That means 8,100 potential customers search every month for those 3 words. So you want to put that word, those 3 words, in your description, your title, your video as many times as possible, because that's how you're going to get those views, right? At a very affordable price of between $374 per thousand and $875 per thousand. Okay, I'm going to cut it there, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be death by figures and numbers now at this point in time, guys. If you don't mind, do you mind if I throw my email on here? And I want to, if you're cool with it, I want to drop a Calendly link for anyone watching this video. If you want a 15-minute informational session with me, you can go ahead, click that link, and then we can set it up. And that's a free little discovery call about YouTube. If you guys don't mind, if I can drop it in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to do that, and then what we'll do too, Adam, is when we send this replay video out too, if you send over those links to us, we'll drop those links too in there, so they can get in contact with you as well too.
Okay.
So we'll actually watch the replay.
Okay. That's perfect. I like that. I really appreciate that. Let me get that link ready here right now. Okay, so the link right here, you can set up a 15-minute discovery session with me just to talk about YouTube or talk about any pain points in your business. I don't mind chatting about that. and like they had said before, I also do YouTube or Facebook as well if you need to ask questions about that one. And then my email is right there.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stop sharing here, go back to the video, and then cool.
Whew. Adam, you brought the fire day, huh?
Yeah, well, like I say, man, there's a lot of value to be had, and there's a lot of information out there. And that's the thing I want to say is that you can Google, you can watch videos, you can watch how-tos all day on this stuff. I kid you not. Why? Because I've done it. This is literally why I'm doing this stuff, because I've done all that groundwork, right? But like anyone can do this stuff, and I'm not, give me a call, give me an email, set up a meeting, I can discuss more about it. But yeah, no, it's there's a lot of information, guys. Totally.
Absolutely. So another thing too, I'm going to show everybody is right here. If you want to take a screenshot of this, or if you want to write this down real quick, is this the correct email address, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Great. So that's another way to get a hold of Adam. And yeah, I mean, Adam, this was really, really awesome, man. So honestly, thank you so much, for your time and,
thank you, Adam.
Your knowledge around the YouTube thing and YouTube ads, man. This was really, really great.
No worries. I'm glad you had me here. I appreciate it. I'm honored actually to be on this call. So thank you again, and I hope everyone got some value from this call.
Okay, awesome, Adam. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll send this out, the replay video. I'm sure you'll have some people emailing you, contacting you about YouTube and YouTube ads and stuff like that. So
yep.
Yeah, guys, make sure to watch this video a couple of times, take some notes, and if you have any questions for Adam, he's an open book. He wants to help out. Great guy. I've been working with him for a while now, so he'll get you the results to get to the next level if that's what you're looking to do with brand awareness and YouTube and Facebook and that type of stuff.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, Adam. Well, have a great day, man.
Cheers, you too.
Okay.
Thanks, Adam.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.